Hi, this is my random recipes. I'm Lisa. Welcome to my channel. Today's recipe looks pretty darn good. It is another one of Aunt Lois's contributions. Today's recipe is called Aunt Lois's chocolate Scotcheroos. There is cooking involved today, but no baking. I have said in the past I'm generally not fond of no-bake cookies. However, these ones look like they're going to be pretty good. They should have a certain amount of chew to them without being completely soft. As I have said, it's totally a textures thing. I will be working over at the stove. And just a word about corn syrup. A while back, I made a recipe that called for light corn syrup. I have several partially used bottles of corn syrup in my pantry, and I got tired of buying a new bottle every time I needed to make a recipe and then only using a little bit. So then I had all these bottles of corn syrup that were just sitting in my pantry, and I didn't want to throw them away because I just don't want to be wasteful. So I did some research, and I found out that corn syrup does not go bad, even if it has changed in color, even if it goes dark. It's still perfectly safe to use. So today I'll be using some of my old stash of corn syrup, and I will continue to use up my old corn syrup until it's gone. And then and only then will I start buying some new. The only way to find out if these cookies are any good is to get busy making them. So let's go make some cookies. All right, so now I'm over at the stove and we're going to get busy. So I'll turn this down so you get to see what I'm doing. We are starting with 1 cup of sugar, and 1 cup of white corn syrup. I'm going to go for my big Dutch oven today. I'd rather have too much space than not enough. It says to cook over moderate heat, so we'll start kind of lowish. And it says to stir frequently until mixture begins to bubble. So I'm guessing the sugar is going to have to melt. I think this is kind of an old school version of Rice Krispie treats back before marshmallows were used. Someone figured out a shortcut and the rest is history. So sugar and corn syrup are blended together. I think I'm going to go with a little more heat. Doesn't feel like much of anything is happening at the moment. I'm going to go a little bit more. I just don't see anything happening. We are bubbling. So I'm supposed to remove it from the heat. I'm going to add a cup of peanut butter. And I like the chunky style peanut butter, but that's up to you. You can use the smooth kind if you prefer. I'm very much a textures person, so the texture of the peanut butter matters to me. So it says to stir in the peanut butter and mix well. So that's what I'm doing right now. So it's all nicely combined. And now we're going to add 6 cups of rice cereal. Stir until well blended. And now we're supposed to press this into a buttered 9x13 pan. Press this in a little bit more, make it kind of more even. And we're going to leave this alone for a few minutes while we do another part. I've changed sides of the stove. I wanted you to be able to see what I was doing on this side. I have set up a double boiler. It hasn't quite come to boil yet, but we're going to be melting 1 cup of chocolate chips and 1 cup of butterscotch chips together in this double boiler. I'll turn this down so you can see we're just about to boil now. Small Dutch oven, and I've got a stainless steel bowl, and I've got 1 cup of butterscotch chips and 1 cup of chocolate chips, and these are semi-sweet. So we're just going to stir these until they melt together. It looks like they're already beginning to melt. It's pretty quick. And now we're going to spread the chips, the melted chips, over the top. Of the Rice Krispie cereal. And I need to spread that out. You know, I might do some more. I've got some more chocolate and butterscotch chips, and I'm not thrilled with my coverage here, so I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat back on. And we're going to do this some more. Just another minute, we should be there. Okay, I think we're good. see 1 or 2 lumps in there, but I think that'll be okay. Oh, hot. So I'm going to try and keep this around the perimeter of the pan because that's where we ran short. I'm going to turn my camera off. I'm going to wait for this to get firmed up, and then we'll be over at the table to finish up. I'm hoping that this is cooled enough so it's actually, I can cut it out a piece and get it out of the pan without it falling apart. This is my chocolate Scotcheroos. I'm going to try to cut a piece out of there, and hopefully I can get it out intact. That looks kind of good. I think the chocolate's still a little bit soft, but I think we can make that work. Set this aside. I'll bring this in. Let's do a taste test. Let's see how this turned out. This looks messy, but it looks good. It is breaking, but that's okay. It's actually pretty good. I like that it's crispy. It's an interesting blend of flavors. I taste the peanut butter. I can taste the chocolate. The butterscotch kind of blends in with the chocolate, so I don't really taste it distinctly, but it's definitely there. These are kind of like an upscale version of Rice Krispie treats. This one's kind of falling apart, but I think it's just a little soon. It needs to have a little more time to cool, but otherwise it's really good. As far as no bakes go, this one's pretty good. It's a good one. I did have fairly high hopes for today's recipe. I mean, they're essentially Rice Krispie treats with an upgrade. Even though no baking is required, I do like Rice Krispie treats. Again, it's just a textures thing. So overall, I would say that Aunt Lois's record is fairly solid. It's good though because we still have a ways to go in her collection. Next week will be another chocolate recipe. I will include the ingredients and the preparation for Aunt Lois's chocolate Scotcheroos in the description below. If you have any questions or other feedback for me, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments. I really do love hearing from you. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that. I want to say welcome to my new subscribers. Thanks for joining me. It's good to have you along. I also want to say thank you to those of you who faithfully watch my videos week after week. I really do appreciate you. It does mean a lot to me. Thank you for coming along with me on my new adventure as I journey through the big wide world of cookies. Speaking of cookies, here, sweetie. Can you say hi? Yeah. I'll see you again next time. Bye.